Howdy, howdy. Today I figured we can make a headset stand. I know I use my headset and I really don't have a place to put it when I'm not using it. I know there's a lot of people that use headsets, play games. I've seen a lot of people that jog that wear headsets while they're jogging or working out. So it's really quick, it's really simple. I have this one block right here. It's called scrap and a spacer. I have tons of scrap. I don't throw any away because I never know when I'm going to need to use something for a spacer, or you'll see another reason why here in a bit. I'm going to use my impact, my drill, and my brad nailer. My brad nailer has 1-inch brads in it. I have 1 1/4 inch screws that I'm going to use. I have my combination square glue and my regular tape measure. So the 3 pieces that you have, you got one piece that is, and all my pieces are 3/4 of an inch thick, all of it. This piece is 6 inches long by 5.5 inches wide. This little piece, 1.5 inches wide by 4 inches long. This piece, 1.5 inches wide and 10 inches long. And usually what I like to do is I'll take my combination square and I'm going to set it to read 2 inches. And this piece right here where it's 6 inches in length this way, I'm going to measure on the end 2 inches. And when you use your combination square, make sure it's flush right there. That way you know you'll have a straight line. So I'm going to measure in 2 inches on both sides. And this will give me a place to set this in center. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this flush in between those 2 lines. Set it flush right there, hold it real steady, and make my mark. Now that piece is ready. And what I'm going to do with this piece, spacer, scrap, is I'm going to set this up here, and I'm going to drill 2 little holes, kind of equally through there in this little area. There. And that's ready. Alright, before I go any further, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this on this end and I'm going to set it flush. And I figured this end here would be a little easier. And I'm going to make a little mark right here. So this way, and this is I chose to be the front. And this way I know that I can put my brad nails right there. So what I'm going to do, clamp is overkill, I know. Is I'm going to clamp this down to my table. I'm going to put some glue on the end of this. And hold this flush up against here. And then I'm going to nail it in. And yes, oh. I'm telling you. There. This thing, I've had this thing for probably 6 or 7 years. I think it's finally starting to give out on me, but that's okay. Neither here nor there. So hold this again really flush. And my fingers are away from the end. I'm holding it on this end. And remember, this piece is 4 inches long. And I'm going to put a couple of brads in there. And this piece is ready. Now, you can see it's nice and flush and ready to go, just like that. And if you want to cover those up, you can. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this spacer. I'm going to put a little glue right here. And use the spacer. Anytime you can use a spacer, I would. It just makes things so much easier. But sometimes too, what you can do, since I got glue on there already, so I'll go ahead and I'll kind of start the screws. Almost went to Never Never Land. And then I will need to put a little bit more glue on there. That's good. And go ahead and screw all this together. And remember, you don't want to ratchet down too hard. You actually want to do these kind of equally. And you want to go to where the heads are just below the surface. And there you got your headset stand, which I think is going to work out pretty great for me. I like it. Cute, simple, and it's something that a lot of people can use. And that is all there is to that. So, you can paint this, stain this, and if you want to stain it, make sure, one, you get, if there's any squeeze out, use a damp cloth to clean the glue up. And if you want to cover up these brad nails or those screws, which nobody's going to see those screws because it's going to be sitting down, you can get some wood putty or wood filler, and there's all different kinds, paintable, stainable. When you do go to get wood filler, make sure you read the package and see if it's stainable or paintable or whatever you want to do with it. Then if you want to stain this, you definitely want to make sure you have all the glue cleaned up if there's any glue squeeze out, and you want to use a pre-stain conditioner. Always use a pre-stain conditioner, especially if you're using pine or softwood or porous wood. But that is pretty much it. Give it a good sanding before you do any kind of finish on it. And there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you.